All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're digging into the story of Perplexity AI. This is a company that's not just trying to compete with Google, they're trying to completely change the game of how we find information online. So let's just jump right in. The core idea here, the thing that's making giants like Google sweat, is really simple. Instead of that endless list of blue links you have to scroll and click through, what if you just asked a question and got a straight, clear answer? That's it. And that's the big bet Perplexity is making. They call it the answer engine. The whole point is to cut through all that noise, that user perplexity, and give you a single, trustworthy answer. And crucially, they show you their work. They give you the sources to back it up. No more guesswork. Okay, so who's behind a crazy, ambitious idea like this? Well, Perplexity was founded back in August 2022 by, honestly, a dream team. I mean, this wasn't just a group with a good idea. They had the perfect blend of experience from the world's top tech labs to hit the ground running. And when you look at who they are, it just clicks. You got Aravind Srinivas, right, with that hardcore AI research background from places like Google Brain and OpenAI. Then you have Dennis Yaretz from Meta, who knows how to optimize these huge models. Johnny Ho brings that critical product know-how from Quora. And Andy Konwinski, well, he helped scale Databricks into a monster. It's like the perfect recipe for a Silicon Valley disruption. So let's get into the tech, because this is where you see it's not just another chatbot. The real magic isn't just in the AI writing, it's in how it finds the information in the first place. Okay, the core of this whole thing is a process called Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG for short. The easiest way to think about it is like an open book test for the AI. Step 1, it scours the live internet for the latest, most relevant facts about your question. Step 2, then, and only then, does it use those facts to write you a nice, clean answer. This two-step process is absolutely crucial. It's how they keep the information fresh and cut down on those AI hallucinations, or errors. And here's another brilliant move. They don't bet on just one horse. They're not tied to a single AI model. Instead, they use a whole playbook. The best stuff from OpenAI, Google, Anthropic, and they even build their own specialized models. They act as this smart orchestration layer, picking the best tool for whatever job you throw at it. This is so important because it means their value isn't just being a pretty face on someone else's tech. Their value is the entire system. So you've got this unique tech, you've got a powerhouse team. What happens next? Money. A lot of it. This combination led to one of the fastest, most explosive financial climbs we've seen in the entire AI space. Investors just couldn't get enough. I mean, just look at this timeline. This is the definition of hypergrowth. We're talking less than 3 years to go from a seed round to a valuation in the stratosphere. And it wasn't just any money. They attracted heavyweights like Jeff Bezos and NVIDIA. It's just wild. Okay, so let's really feel the velocity of this climb. Early 2023, they're sitting at a solid $150 million valuation. You know, a great start for any company. But that was just the launch pad. Because just about a year later, boom. They smash right through that coveted $1 billion unicorn status. This was the market screaming, okay, Perplexity is a very serious contender. And then it just goes vertical. By mid-2025, they hit an incredible $18 billion. Think about that. That's a 120 times increase in just over 2 years. The momentum is just almost unbelievable. So this insane growth puts them smack in the middle of a three-way fight for the future of information. You've got Google, the king of search. You've got ChatGPT, the king of generative AI. And then Perplexity carves out this totally new space, the answer engine. Their whole game is about real-time data and showing their sources, which is a big differentiator. And this right here is the knife edge for Google. Perplexity's entire model is a direct assault on the thing that prints money for Google, that list of ad-supported links. See, for Google to truly compete and build an answer engine, they'd have to stop sending you away, which would gut their own multi-trillion-dollar ad business. It is the absolute textbook definition of the innovator's dilemma. But here's the twist. The very same technology that makes Perplexity so incredibly powerful has also lit a massive firestorm of controversy. And this isn't a small problem. Their hunger for data has created what might just be an existential threat to their whole business model. It's a fundamental conflict, really. To give you those great synthesized answers, Perplexity has to crawl the web and read all that high-quality content. But the publishers, the people who actually create and pay for that content, are looking at this and saying, wait a minute, you're just taking our work, summarizing it, and keeping the traffic for yourself? That's theft. And this is the key insight from our source material. This is not a bug they can just patch. It's not a technical problem to be solved. It's a deep, fundamental clash over the future economics of the entire internet. The big question is, who gets to profit from information? And this whole thing didn't stay theoretical for very long. It got real fast. In June 2024, Forbes came out swinging, publicly accusing Perplexity of basically plagiarizing one of their exclusive investigative reports and then presenting it with really poor, even misleading credit. Things got even worse. The criticism got way harsher after investigations revealed Perplexity's web crawlers were allegedly ignoring the robots.txt file. That's the standard internet rulebook that tells bots where they can and can't go. This led to this absolutely scathing quote from the CEO of Cloudflare, basically accusing them of acting like hackers, not a reputable company. And now we're seeing it escalate into all-out legal war. We're talking about the titans of media here. The New York Times, Dow Jones, the BBC, they are all lining up, filing lawsuits, and demanding not just that Perplexity stop, but that they pay up for copyright infringement. So, where does all this leave them? Well, it puts them in this really fascinating, high-stakes position. They have this incredible mix of strengths, but also some potentially fatal flaws. I mean, it is a truly precarious spot to be in. On the one hand, you've got the elite team, a product people love, and all that investor cash and momentum. But on the other hand, you have these massive, potentially company-killing lawsuits from publishers. Plus, there's always the threat that Google will just build a good enough competitor, or that Apple and Google could just cut them off from their app stores. The threats are very, very real. And all of this brings us to the final, absolutely critical question. This isn't just about Perplexity's future. It could define the future of the entire web. Can they find a way to partner with content creators, maybe through revenue sharing or some other model, and build a future where everyone wins? Or is this conflict over who owns and profits from information just unsolvable? The reason this matters so much is that the answer, whatever it is going to shape how information is created, shared, and valued for a long, long time.